PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is your Weather Xtreme video for Monday, August the 3rd. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters, and once again coming to you from Mount Cheaha with the restaurant behind me there. And let's take a look at some Skycam images. We've got a little bit better visibility this morning in some places, although the visibility is still somewhat bad in some locations. Kind of patchy fog out there. This is a view from Clanton, just a beautiful shot this morning. Visibility a lot worse at Tuscaloosa, as you can see there. And up here at Cheaha, it's not very good either. We're still dealing with a bit of a stationary front. It's very hard to find across the southeastern U.S., but I think for the most part we may be dry today, and one of the reasons for that is that the trough axis has moved a little further to the east, just east of Alabama, and that's really good. However, notice out there in Oklahoma, we're going to have to watch. It's still a slightly northwesterly flow, and we're going to have to watch upstream to make sure that we don't get one of those MCSs, mesoscale convective systems, coming our way. Temperatures this morning starting off generally in the lower 70s, although it's 69 up here at Mount Cheaha. There's the radar, regional radar. We do have a few showers down between Panama City and Apalachicola. Of course, that complex out in Oklahoma. And it looks like one little shower around Memphis, but I think we'll be dry today. There's a severe thunderstorm watch in effect up in the north central part of the United States. QPF-wise, not looking a lot of precipitation over the next 5 days, and I think most of that's going to come from Wednesday into the latter part of the week in the form of showers. Storm Prediction Center outlooking slight risk for a large part of the nation's breadbasket, centered on Missouri and Illinois, parts of Iowa and Nebraska and Kansas as well, and still slight risk out there in Oregon and extreme northern California. That is kind of unusual. Tropics, they remain quiet. All right, let's get to the 06Z GFS model run. Here's the surface map for today, and once again, the main threat for showers, I think, is going to be a little further to the south. The trough, as I said, is moved a little to the east, the main trough axis, and along with that, it is also pulled a little bit further to the north, and that's going to open the way for us to be pretty much, I think, dry on Tuesday. Once again, can't rule out the isolated shower, but I think for the most part dry. We stay on somewhat of a northwesterly flow as the 594 heat ridge begins to build to our west, and that brings us back Wednesday, I think, into a scattered shower situation in the afternoon. That stays with us on Thursday. You can also notice that there's a large cluster noted near Memphis, and so there is a possibility that we may see some of those in the northwesterly flow. The 594 ridge begins to build stronger over Bermuda, or between Bermuda and the Bahamas, and to our west, and by Saturday they connect, building the ridge much stronger over the eastern half of the country, and that keeps us pretty much in a moist air mass with heating and daytime heating knocking off or helping to produce some showers in the afternoon, and that's the way it stays through Sunday. And then by Monday, the 594 ridge is much bigger, so I'm thinking we're going to be seeing some mid-90s, maybe even a few spots by the weekend verging on the upper 90s. Now, going out into Voodoo, not much changes by the GFS over the 2-week period. It looks like, or the second week, I should say, and it looks like it stays pretty much into the ridge pattern with that 594 large ridge stretching all the way from the central Atlantic all the way to the Four Corners area, all across the central part of the United States. So one of those situations where it looks like we're definitely back into summer. Well, thanks for tuning into the Weather Xtreme video. Expect to have the next one posted by 8 o'clock or so tomorrow morning. Hope that you have a great week, and Godspeed.